Chesney, who is not improving to the second sector, but just only slightly not improving, coming through the finish line, and he does improve, but he stays 6th, 17.044. Behind him there's going to be Marinov on a flying lap, although he got maybe a little bit blocked by TLW, who crashes straight into turn 17, and that's him out. Marinov as well out. Then Hardban is improving through the second sector, but he's gonna be dead last from the drivers who have set their times. Is P14 21.476. Then Chesney in the Aston Martin stays. Wizzyboy, he's not improving through the first sector. Is he gonna be improving to the second one? Yes, he is by 69,000. Nice. So he still has a good opportunity to still get that provisional pole position. I don't. It still looks like the two Wizzies are gonna be on the front row as one of the Mercedes drivers pits. Wizzyboy had a little bit of snap, but Darwizzi manages to get a provisional pole position here from Mexico, gaining 1/2 tenths through the third sector. There's still Nikolai, I think, on a flying lap. Yes, he is, but he's not improving nowhere near enough, and he did get close to the top two, but still 1/2 a tenth behind Darwizzi. And so the three championships, or the main two championship contenders, are on the front row here in Mexico. And Nikolai close behind. Our favorite driver, P14, unfortunately.
Who? Could you say his name? I forgot who he was.
Yo, give me going.
Yeah, but Wizzyboy on pole, 1:16.233, 600ths ahead of Darwizzi in the Haas, and yeah, the Wizzy rivalry has been going on since pretty much the start of the season, that's for sure, since I was still commentating, but yeah, if people are wondering if this is what I'm normally like, don't worry, this is just because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Next season I'll go back to being the normal old Helix, but yeah, she get a special touch of autism today, and yeah. But our favourite driver, Jon Demiheim, starts at P14 in the Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula 1 team.
Oh my god, man. Young Dime has no haters.
No haters, man. You know, he's right, man. He's the future of Formula 1. He's gonna be the first ever South African Asian driver to. First ever South African Asian driver to drive a Formula 1 car.
Yeah.
You're
right.
Behind.
Right. Right. Hold on.
Go eat your rice.
Alright. Enough with the stereotypes, please. Enough with the stereotypes, as there are 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Lights are gonna be out quickly, and lights out, and away we go. Wizzyboy gets a very good start off the line to keep his P1. And still going the same with Darwizzi and Sir Nikolai, but to the right of him, there's 3 whites with Chesney's, and behind there's a contact chaos with one of the, well, that's Helix's brother, and there goes Hardban as well, spun into turn 1. Behind the, somehow all, other than that, somewhat clean, as there's Hardban who has left the session. There's carbon fiber going, there was a little lag at the back, but Wizzyboy still behind the top 4. There's a massive 3 wide into turn 6 and 7. There's one of the Ferraris and Red Bulls half spun on the exit. That was probably Wicked and TLW maybe, as they're shut up, and Helix. Flatbread, I mean, he is understeering everywhere. broken front wing, so he's gonna have to pit our favorite young Chinese up to
A decent toe out of the exit, however, and a decent slipstream could use some of the battery to get closer towards the entrance to the next corner. Doesn't get the exit necessary though. Purple in the first sector goes to Red Bull, however, so Marinov may be sizing up a move in the next couple of laps. And Darwizzi P2 and the Haas is still trying to fight down Wizzyboy in P1. Chesney.
Yeah, Chesney is very close behind Marinov. He tried to overtake him as Chesney goes a little bit slower than Omar was expecting through the S's. That's why Omar gave him a little bit of bump. Now Chesney doesn't get the greatest of exits through the S's. Omar's gonna be sending it down inside on Chesney into the stadium section. There's yellow flags. That's Jack Perry out of the session.
No! Jack!
Jamie's Raptor is out.
No!
DRS has been enabled, but not.
Died.
What?
My brother is dead.
Alright. Darwizzi, or the two Wizzys, are 2 seconds out of Chesney and Nikolai. They're absolutely flying away from the grid. By the way, with the tires, it is Sir Nikolai who's on the hard, sorry. The only one. Then there are soft runners who are Nano, TLW, STLR, and Young Kimi Dime, and then the others are on the mediums. I don't know as well. Omar and Chesney with penalties. Are those 5 seconds or well, Chesney has 5 seconds and Omar has already 3 seconds. So yeah. You two, either of you.
Yeah, so the Twitch chat, right? If we go back to Yohimi Dime has no haters, right? I've realized something. We just realized that
there goes Omar on the extra of the S's and there's of the SC.
I have just seen this like firsthand. The Ferrari just decided to punt it into a barrier. I think he did like get on throttle too early, so unfortunate for Ferrari. But no, back to the main person at stage here. You're
31. I don't care. There's still a VSC. It's gonna be ending probably close to. Yeah, now it's already ended. So Chesney has gained a little bit on the two Wizzys because the gap was about 2.4 seconds. Now it's 1.6 seconds. Nikolai isn't within his DRS as well. Why are you laughing at young Dime again? What is it? Nano getting a 3-second time penalty. There are yellow flags. That's one of the Mercedes. That's STLR. That's not our favorite driver. And he has spawned through the S's and he drops down to P14 as the young Himi Diamond got overtaken by Sirius, who goes into the barriers going into the stadium section. Probably tried to send it on the Mercedes. And yeah, there goes Flabber on the exit of 10-7, and that causes a full cross safety car. And well, that makes somewhat well good for the soft runners because they can pit for the mediums maybe and pit for two times for the softs. The mediums. I don't know. Yeah, it's right, Flatbread. It's right. Unless you did it on purpose, then go to your corner of shame.
What a good way to say it.
Corner of shame. Well, cool. Yeah, I mean,
you're saying?
I mean, if you just lost it, Flatbread, then it's alright. But if you did it on purpose, then go to your run off of shame. In here, you could say. Yeah.
Those wheels, man. I mean, okay.
What was that moan?
Oh
no, young Himi Dime getting a drive-through penalty. And he's going, and the race hasn't really started catching. There was a little bit of sleeping, but only slightly already behind Calypso. You're taking Nano. It's almost, I mean, it's too wide between Calypso and Sir Nikolai, who is still on his hards. Darwizzi is going to be sitting at around the outside on Wizzyboy, but Szczesny as well looking behind as well to try and overtake maybe Darwizzi, or just be defending from the cars behind. Semi-clean at the back. Semi-clean, let's just say. Nano gets overtaken by Nepital into turn 4. Wicked tried to sending it on him, but he didn't manage to send a clean one, or at least a successful one, let's just say. And it's actually somewhat clean going into the S's. No real... Oh, the fans are glitching. It's not that much... there's not chaos. There isn't that much chaos that I would have expected. There's absolutely nothing. Wizzyboy already 1 second ahead of Darwizzi. And Wizzyboy as well has more ERS than Darwizzi. Nano is dropping places like crazy. And he's already down to P10. He's almost about to get overtaken by Szczesny Riz, who is on a 3-lap old mediums, while the rest are on either 9-lap old mediums, 9-lap old hards, or 9-lap old medium softs, which is the case for Nano, because those softs are absolutely dead at this point on. Gets overtaken by Riz and Serial. Nepital gets almost overtaken by Wicked going into the first chicane. The first 3 corners, there's it's a little bit chaotic at the back as the Wicked try to do some sort of a trick to not get overtaken, but TLW is gonna now try and overtake Nepital on the outside of turn 4, and he managed to get overtaken as Cyril spins around on the exit of turn 4. Probably gets spun round by, I don't know, maybe the STLR, and he goes down to P13. Szczesny Riz overtakes Nepital before the S's. You too.
Oh, it's Nepital like spun out of the S's, and it's just damaged his front. Got damage on his front wing.
Yeah.
And there is a version VSC deployed. Oh my jeez. And I just seen like the battle going on between the top 10 and the below. Yeah, it's just how crazy it's been going on with a decent restart as well, with no crashes at all, but we just had battles.
Through a penalty. I think someone else got that's Wicked who lets through Serial, as well. Nikolai overtakes Szczesny for P3 for the final podium places. Tries to defend from Szczesny by using ERS, although it's not really wise to even use here ERS. It's not really even wise to overtake into here, as behind there's yellow flags that Wicked probably just spun round, or probably just giving up a little bit. STLR fighting with Szczesny for P8 at the moment as we start lap 12 with these two. It's a whole bunch of lag for me. I don't... is it only me who has lag with these drivers or not?
I mean...
Alright, no.
There's some lag for certain people, but I don't see them.
I mean, I see quite a lot of lag. Nikolai overtakes both Szczesny as he gets. Oh my.
Teleported.
Oh my god, Wicked has left the session, and now that caused a mass amount of chaos, and that's Szczesny somehow ahead of Sir Nikolai. Nikolai and Clipsy fighting for P4, but somehow still Nikolai is ahead of Clipsy, thankfully for him, but that has allowed TLW and Marinov to catch up to these drivers, so it's Szczesny, Nikolai, Clipsy, Marinov and TLW in the mix for the contention for the final podium places, as Marinov gets a 3-second time penalty. Nepital close behind Young Himi Dime. TLW overtakes Marinov into turn 12, whatever it is. Yeah.
Boys, I'm back. So once again, I received more radio message, but this time it's from Nano. Listen to what he has to say, man.
Whoever made this stuff, I actually hope you burn in hell. Why am I 20 miles an hour slower on the straight? Why does it feel like I have an Alpine engine in this Aston Martin? Why? No, because I'm not even passing the corners. The What is this?
As I just saw in the Aston Martin losing a position to Sir Nikolai on the straight as we heard the radio from Nano.
Alright.
But
Okay, Clipsy tried to take Chesney into the stadium section, and there was plenty of time. Chesney tries to go for the DRS games. I think he gets the DRS, but they lose mass amount of time to Sir Nikolai. It is already 2 seconds from Clipsy to Sir Nikolai. Does Clipsy have the DRS? No, he doesn't, but I don't... No, Chesney has it. CLW overtakes Chesney. There goes a lot of lag. CLW overtakes Clipsy. Chesney as well overtakes Clipsy. And that's TLW ahead of both Chesney and Clipsy. Why is there an invite coming? And yeah, Chesney tried to play the DRS games, but he, well, got equal. Well, that didn't benefit really him at all because, well, depends how you look at it. Nepital was getting on 3 seconds up early. That was earlier. And Nepital is going to be probably overtaking Young Himi Dime into turn 1 easily on the right with the DRS. Yeah, that's easy overtake for Nepital, and he goes ahead of the Mercedes Young Himi Dime. Darwizzi catching up to Wizzyboy in the meantime, 1.5 seconds. So maybe actually that engine isn't actually that bad, or maybe just Wizzyboy is trying to give the DRS to Darwizzi as Cyril has spun around on the same place as Omar, and that's another safety car that could have really played badly for the two Wizzies because they just barely made it, and Darwizzi gets a 5-second time penalty as well for speeding in the pit lane. That really throws his race out for the win. And he goes for the softs. I mean, he probably is gonna be trying to serve that penalty. Nikolai goes for the mediums. He has no other choice. CLW pitting. So many drivers pitting for softs. What the
that will not last till the end.
Boys, listen. We've got 2 radio messages from Nano and Wizzyboy. We gotta listen into this. Alright, listen, we're gonna listen to Nano's first, alright?
Okay.
See, I know exactly where I got this setup from. Zink, you are an actual criminal. You are an actual... No, you should have said that this was an absolute time trial setup, right? Because I'm having DRS on someone, and they're gaining time. Like, I actually want to kill myself, right?
Wizzyboy is going to be controlling the pace yet again for the restart. Darwizzi is going to be rapid from behind, trying to keep his his head right behind Wizzyboy's ass. And there we go, Wizzyboy is already going, and Darwizzi didn't get the greatest, not at all the good restart that he wanted. He is getting pressurized by Sir Nikolai, who's going on his left, and maybe from behind there's gonna be TLW on his right, so it's gonna be almost 3 wide going into turn 1. Nikolai is already ahead, but the Darwizzi is trying to dive down inside into turn 1. Chesney is trying to dive down inside on TLW, and he has made it successful. It is now a little bit chaotic in between here because there's a mashup between hard, mediums, and soft runners around here. They're all on fresh runs. Well, besides Young Himi Dime, and Chesney overtakes both Marinov and CLW, who are still 3 wide to turn 6 and 7. Goodness me, but he still overtakes both of them just before entering the S's, but he's lost to 1.5 seconds to his brother Chesney. CLW getting a 3-second time penalty. Sir Nikolai still ahead of Darwizzi, but Sir Nikolai is close behind Wizzyboy. Sir Nikolai has slight chance at least to finish the race with those mediums. Young Himi Dime sends it a little too hard going into the stadium section, and he has missed the corner, let's just say. Sir Nikolai is going to be trying to take Wizzyboy going into turn 1. He's closing, trying to catch that slipstream. He is catching. He's going to the inside, and
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So Nikolai tries sort of taking around the outside of turn 2, and he has made it going into turn 3, but Wizzyboy is close behind, but Darwizzi is as well on the right, trying to make 3 wide, but not anymore. It's 2 wide going into turn 4. But it's Nikolai on the inside, and now Wizzy is trying to go around the outside of Wizzyboy on the softs. He's gonna have way better grip than Wizzyboy at this stage of the race. He's gonna get maybe a better exit. No, he doesn't really, and Darwizzi has to settle back down to P2. Sorry, P3. Sorry. With his 5 seconds at the moment, it's, well, it depends with penalties, because there are many drivers who have penalties. I don't know, probably like P5 dropping down, maybe probably like P5 at the moment. Wizzyboy is still within Sir Nicholas 1 second, so he can do something in here with the slipstream. Darwizzi doesn't have the greatest opportunities to trying to take Wizzyboy. His strategy is not really working, as DRS has been enabled. And well, Wizzyboy and Nikolai have pretty much the same amount of ERS at this point of the race. Darwizzi is slightly catching, although Wizzyboy is more catching to Sir Nikolai, but they're all way too far from each other. At this point, Darwizzi tried to send it on Wizzyboy, but he did it. Well, at least it looked like, but he didn't overtake him, and he stays third. You K1.
Yeah, I was just looking at the panel of the top 3, Sir Nikolai and Wizzyboy and Darwizzi. Yeah, it was just a crazy one where we're like going almost 3 wide, I believe. And Darwizzi was just frustrated that he lost two decisions, I think he was beat at the restart. But yeah, had horrible restart. Getting a 5-second time penalty, which is offered, but he has to. He has advantage on the soft, but I believe Wizzyboy had the horrible exit, and Darwin was just gonna try to close up on him, but he's gonna use the switcher and DRS to try and close up. Wizzyboy is also trying to close up on Sir Nikolai. With Nikolai to defend on the inside, but Wizzyboy did manage to make a move. As you see, Darwizzi will to will against each other, but Darwizzi has run almost wide, almost getting a warning as well. But yeah, he just couldn't make a move. But they're still close to each other, and Chelsea is trying to get into this battle as well. But yeah, at this rate, it's I don't think we'll see a move any second now, unless there's a mistake from the top 3.
I mean, okay. Yeah, well, of course, the sauce are now gonna be quicker as well. Both the Chesney are trying to get themselves involved in here. One of the Chesneys in the Aston Martin is in there, but Chesney in the Alfa Romeo doesn't have the DRS on the top 4, so he's gonna have to stay behind and watch. Wizzyboy is gonna be catching to Sir Nikolai to turn 1, but he doesn't. He isn't using ERS at the moment, so he's not trying to really overtake him. He isn't planning on overtaking him. He's just trying to stay behind. He knows that the tires are trying to be making it to the end, as Darwizzi tried to do again the same move like he did last lap, but this time it was from a longer back, and this time it didn't work, so he's gonna have to settle for P3. But he's getting a little bit impatient around here, getting a bad exit through turn 5, which doesn't help him a lot at all. Neither does Chesney on the exit of turn 7. But Chesney is, he has the podium currently. Does he have the DRS on Wizzyboy? I don't think he has. Just about he has it, although he isn't using it, so Actually, he may not have it. It's just that it just looked like it. By the way, Szczesny and Aston Martin has lost mass amount of time. He's 2 seconds behind Darwizzi and his brother Szczesny. Riz is now right behind his ass. So we could see the two brothers fight for P4. Although still Szczesny is still in, well, on track P4, but now he's on track P3 as Darwizzi pits and Wizzyboy goes into he overtakes Sir Nikolai into turn 1 and he manages to make the move stick and done, and that's Wizzyboy in front. The two brothers fight for P3. They're not making it easy for them. They're still fighting for that P3. Szczesny is gonna have the DRS on the next straight. Szczesny Riz, he's gonna have the DRS on the straight and he's gonna pull away from his teammate Szczesny, his brother Szczesny, and he's up to P3. But still, Szczesny is on like this. He's gonna be still P3 because of Szczesny's penalties. But behind, they're gonna have to be watchful from behind, but because Clipsy is or has caught up to their DRS. STLR is just behind Marinov's DRS, and Marinov as well didn't get the DRS on TLW. Clipsy has got the DRS on Szczesny, while Szczesny is struggling on those softs, so he can't really. I mean, he has now lost the DRS almost to his brother Szczesny. He's really struggling there, going wide through the whole stadium section. He has dropped the DRS. He's now kind of blocking Clipsy, and he goes into the pits. And Marinov gets a 3-second time penalty as well. I thought that was Szczesny getting a 5-second. Sir Nikolai overtakes Wizzyboy into turn 1. Pretty easy overtake straight and down. It's just they're just shuffling around really. But Sir Nikolai really has to take the advantage of those mediums. I don't know why was Nikolai using the DRS. I mean, Wizzyboy is not going to overtake him there, I don't think. Young Himi Dime overtakes Nepital, although Nepital could be as well doing just for the DRS tactics, as he's going to be overtaking him with the DRS. It's going to be an easy overtake way before turn 1, and that's a Nepital up to P11.
And I'm just looking at the panel of P1 and P2 between Darwizzi and sorry, what am I saying? Nikolai and Wizzyboy. But Wizzyboy just had lots of understeer out that corner, but yeah, it's just getting a bit of understeer now that he's on 9 laps old tires. But Wizzyboy is trying to use the ERS and DRS to try to close up. He's gonna make a move on Nikolai, and he goes past Sir Nikolai, but he just tried to make a move back, but he late braked and goes extremely wide and off the track. But and as we speak, Darwizzi on the medium tires is set at fastest of a 1:19.3, I believe.
3-2-1. Yeah, it's literally
okay.
at 0.321.
Yeah, okay.
But with, well, Nikolai trying to send it back on Wizzyboy, that was a very risky move, and he outbraked himself by a mile there. We're not, or I'm not from UK, and we don't, and in Finland we don't use miles per hour. I don't. In UAE, you guys don't. You use kilometers.
Kilometers.
Yeah. So, I mean, Nikolai just outbraked himself, and that went way too wide, and now it has costed him the DRS on Wizzyboy. Wizzyboy has a lot more ERS than Nikolai. Now that to Szczesny and Clipsy as well pits from the softs. STLR is gonna have the DRS on TLW. And he's going to easily overtake him into turn 1. Yes, there it is, an easy overtake with the DRS. On the mediums, it's an easier take. Darwizzi managed to get another fast lap, 19.303, so only about 9,000 of improvement, but Szczesny even improves on that as he goes 18.895 on that fast lap, and he does as well overtake Clipsy straight from the exit of the pits, but Clipsy tries to re-overtake him. Szczesny didn't leave him that much space. Neither of them are going to have the DRS on this next straight, because the DRS detection zone is not on the exit of turn 3, but Clipsy is just way faster on the straight. He probably used more ERS to try and get him. This contact between them, and Clipsy is ahead of Szczesny, but there's definite contact, and that well, depends how how Szczesny is going to look at it. Was it just well, is he going to report it, of course, first? Second of all, what's the FI are going to look at that? Nano getting overtaken by Darwizzi with the 3-lap old medium is easier take down. Szczesny in the Aston Martin getting a 3-second time penalty. Nano is going to have the DRS on Darwizzi on the next straight, but well, Nano is on 15-lap old Haas at the moment. He's already 1.2 seconds behind Darwizzi, but he's of course going to have the DRS on the straight, which is going to a little bit help him to create a gap to the cars behind. Of course, he's not going to overtake Darwizzi, but he's going to increase the gap to the cars behind. It's not going to do much, but still something. For P3 and 4 going through turn 4 and 5. And TLW is out of STLR through turn 6 and 7. But TLW has a penalty though, so a 3-second one for STLR is just important to not lose it, as he almost lost it through the S's. TLW doesn't have that much ERS. What does STLR have? Well, not much either, but he's not flashing at least. Behind them there's going to be Rapid Darwizzi, who is gaining every single corner, every single braking he's going to be gaining, because he has so much more grip than the cars in front. Almost 10-lap old fresher tires than theirs, as SLR pits for new tires. That's going to be probably softs. Nikolai not close enough to think of a well, even the DRS on Wizzyboy, he's almost 2 seconds. Well, you could say 2 seconds behind Wizzyboy. So that's Wizzyboy pretty much. If he doesn't bottle it, then it's probably going to be a W for Wizzyboy. If nothing bad happens, or if a safety car, then that could throw the whole race upside down.
Well, yeah, but what a good performance for Darwizzi, who was just better to serve his 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane earlier before the restart. Can't even speak anymore. But yeah, he's gonna try and close up to the top 3 drivers. But it seems pretty interesting as Sir Nikolai goes into the pits on those 14 odd laps mediums. He's gonna go for softs, I believe, because
softs.
There's only 7 laps left on this race, and TLW goes up to P2. And Darwizzi goes up to P3. That's a decent position to be in from where he started, I think, or second place.
No, he was in the main.
As we see,
go. Oh, that's it. Yeah, go. Okay, I guess I'll take it. Szczesny is... Oh. Is that mine? No, that isn't mine. Oh. There we go. There you go back. I wanted to...
go ahead.
Well, Szczesny and Marinov are close between each other. Of course, Szczesny is on 3-lap old softs compared to Marinov 5-lap old mediums. But the bigger difference is going to be between Nikolai and Darwizzi, who Nikolai is on freshly baked softs, while Darwizzi is on slightly used mediums. There's a bunch of lag, for me at least it was. But there's a safety car. That's CLW leaving. That's Nepitas spawned through the S's. That's Yonghimi Dime going into P11. TLW has came back to the lobby as he has left. That throw his race, well, completely into the trash can. Well, not completely, because he has already joined, but Darwizzi and Sir Nikolai are going to be gaining on him a lot through the S's. Okay, now he's back, so not yet, as there's the AI. I think at this point should be him. Marinov 3 seconds. No, it's still the AI, I think. Yeah, it's still the AI. Darwizzi goes through him. And oh, there goes Darwizzi all of a sudden. Is that lag? No, it isn't lag. No, it isn't lag. And that's Darwizzi with front wing damage. CLW again leaves. So some kind of problems for CLW, but that definitely didn't pay off well for Darwizzi, who has got now front wing damage. The left end plate is missing, so he's gonna lose a lot of downforce on his car. Now, is he gonna pit, or is he gonna stay out and try and fight this car to the end? He has no penalties, so that's one plus that you can think of. Compared to, for example, Marinov, who has like 9 seconds of penalties. Szczesny Riz behind 3 seconds, Nano 6, and then Eclipse and Szczesny 3. So he can maybe think like, okay, maybe I'll try to get these tires to the end, or this car to the end, as Nano lets through his teammate Szczesny as well. Darwizzi 3 seconds on penalty, which definitely doesn't help him, as well, he has less penalties than Marinov, of course, but it's still, well, he still has a penalty, so he's gonna have to really fight for that P3 at the moment, if he can get ahead of TLW, of course, at some point. TLW has joined back in. Darwizzi really can't overtake the ghosted AI. Marinov is going to be gaining a lot on Darwizzi through the S's. Yes, he has, but Marinov made a slight mistake. Marinov has gained a second on Darwizzi just because of the loss of downforce, or it could have been just AI as well. STL overtakes Nano into going into the stadium section. Nano on those 20 lap old medium softs. Hards. What am I talking about? Now they're getting on 3 seconds up early, as Nikolai as well getting a fastest lap. That was a 18.288. Definitely a faster lap, as Szczesny takes Marinov for P5. And I'll let you finally do it. Talk a little bit.
Yeah, I was just looking at the battle of Szczesny, Rizzo, and Marinov. Yeah, just finally made the move on Marinov, who has a 9-second time penalty, and yeah, and a good lap from Sir Nikolai, who just had a fastest lap of 80.288, as you said. But yeah, I just can't believe that Wizzyboy is just always trying to win the races, and he's on his way to win another race and dominate yet another race, and he's just weaving on this track.
Imagine if you lost it there. Imagine. That would have been so hilarious. No, pitch.
Yeah,
That's pitch.
Yeah, I just noticed.
Yeah, TLW has the deers on Darwizzi. I'll let you do it.
Yeah, we're just looking at the TLWC and just the Riz. TLW trying to close up the gap on Darwizzi. The battle of P3 starts here. And TL tries to close up on the gap on Darwizzi on those 18 lap old hard tires. Oh my god, I've tried to get a lot tired from here on out. But yeah, and Jesse is trying to close up. So does Marinov. It's gonna be a hype train till the end.
Yeah.
And with 3 laps left, and what is that yellow flag?
It's
Or
just
that's just
Nepeta.
Nebetal. Yeah, we just retired.
Behind
But,
that's Chesney and Marinov going wide on there, and
Oh,
Klipsy,
I just-
and there goes Klipsy and Marinov. Marinov, I think he just tried to close the door on Marinov. Sorry, the other way around. Marinov tried to close the door on Klipsy, but well, that Klipsy didn't have enough time to react, and Marinov goes into the wall, and Klipsy as well has a damage. So that's them two. Well, the two horses with damages, and our favorite driver, young Himidoim, is gonna get points in this race, ladies and gentlemen, because of Marinov's DNF. Young Himidoim is gonna overtake Marinov, and he's in P10. Yes, come on.
Finally see the succeed of Younger Time, and I'm finally saying it for the first time, I think.
It's his first race, isn't it?
I mean, yeah. I think no. What I meant to say is like I think it's my first time ever saying his name now, but but yeah, he's up to P10 now after the retirement of Marinov. And yeah, that's a good thing. And we see Steeler try to make a move on Clipsy, where the exact point of incident happened between Clipsy and Marinov, but Steeler had a contact between the Chesney and the Aston Martin. Yeah, that might look into these two words after the race. And I just noticed that Chesney Reese is trying to make a move on TLWFC.
The outside.
Yeah, what a great move, but TL doesn't give up and he's trying to make a move yet again, but fails to do so. And that's Chesney Reese up to P4.
Yeah. With, well, all the drivers in from P3 to P6, well, yeah, still, they have 3-second time penalties, if I remember right. Yeah, all of them have 3 seconds, so pretty much all to play for in here. Let's say one thing about Sir Nikolai, he's in no man's land. Wizzyboy starts the final lap of the race. Like I said, Sir Nikolai in no man's land. Chesney tries to take Darwizzi going into the stage section, and he does it easily, like just that. So Chesney is up to P3 for the final podium places, but Darwizzi is gonna have the DRS on the next straight. Chesney doesn't have much DRS, he loses it on the exit. Darwizzi is gonna definitely gonna overtake him now with double the DRS and ERS. He's gonna use it, all of it on this, or most of it on this straight, to get away of Chesney as far away as possible. Going into turn 1, of course, the understeer is gonna be a big part of the problem for Darwizzi. With the broken front wing, now he's gonna have the DRS on this straight, and well, yeah, he's gonna use a slightly bit of ERS to get away from Chesney as far as possible. But Chesney is gonna be closing him in the twisty bits, which is basically now that they start. But one thing we can say, Wizzyboy, clean race. I mean, he's been absolute dominant. And he weaves, does a donut. I don't think that's the greatest of ideas, but still wins the Mexican Grand Prix here in HRT2. Nikolai is gonna finish second, and behind there's a fight for P3. Chesney tries to go for this Bridoi, but TLW hits him from behind, and that's gonna be TLW down to P5 because he lets him through. Darwizzi is gonna get the final podium place, and Szczesny is gonna get P4. Unfortunately, TLW P5, Clipsy P6, but STLR is gonna get P6 because of no penalties. Clipsy P7, Szczesny P8, Nano P9, and Young Himidime is gonna get the final points in this race. Only 1 point, but still one crucial point for Mercedes, as well as STLR gets 6 points, so they get away slightly from the Williamses. But Wizzyboy, I mean, he was in another league. Just strategy paying out beautifully, making no mistakes. CLW drive today. Do we agree on that? Or do we think anyone else?
Well, he had the various battles on the top 5, battling for P3 as well. I'd say maybe, yeah. He did like a good job from outside of top 10 as well in P12. He had a good battle and everything. Yeah. I would say I feel like I should give it to Darwizzi. He I know he had a horrible race this race, but he just had the unfair 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He was down to P8, I believe, and then he just manages to go back up to P3, and he had a battle at the end between Chelsea Riz in the Alpha Romeo and CLW. Okay.
I mean, yeah, from P12, and as well, I mean, he could have gotten the P3 if it wasn't for the disconnection. Oh, Jamie Perry is back for a little chat. Is it gonna be about Young Himi Dime or what? Young Himi Dime. I don't know. You explain. Yeah.
Yeah. I know we had like tough time between us, but yeah, at least we had like
Good fun.
a good chat. Yeah, a good fun as well. But yeah, I mean,
Can't chat with JP_M13 due to and there it goes.
I think it comes back.
But TLW is gonna be my choice today anyway.
Yeah, I could agree on this.
And he leaves.
And he's just gonna keep. I'm just gonna come back and I'm gonna come leave. But then yeah, I don't know. But oh my god, I knew it.
Yeah.
Is that the reason why you're coming back? I mean, leaving it and coming back? Is that what is causing that thing that you leave? Kicking you out? Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, my voice is okay.
Yeah, we still
Go
haven't
ahead.
made the end thing with what's next for F2. That. Okay, so Next week for F2 it's gonna be US, Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas,
once again.
and Wizzyboy is gonna be leading Darwizzi by 12 points with otherwise pre any penalties or so. So Wizzyboy is gonna be having a somewhat controlled now lead. So we see you for F2 next week, for F1 in 2 days. So yeah, ciao.